We begin tonight with a stunning sight out of Toronto, a Delta airplane lying upside down on the runway after crashing while attempting to land about 4.5 hours ago. That plane was coming from Minneapolis with 80 people on board. NBC News is reporting that at least 18 people were hurt. Among them, 3 people, including a child, were taken to local hospitals in critical conditions. A news conference is set to begin at any moment. We are monitoring that situation. We will bring it to you live as soon as it begins. But right now, let's head over to Morgan with more information. Morgan?
Julie, I have spoken with a former NTSB investigator that says it's remarkable that more people weren't hurt. Our team went through data from FlightAware, an online flight tracking website, and we do have sound from air traffic control, piecing together what happened. At 11:34 our time, Delta Flight 4819, a CRJ-900 operated by Endeavour Air, departed MSP en route to Pearson International Airport.
This airplane just crashed at 23.
Within 2 hours, at 1:13 our time, the plane crashed during a landing in Toronto.
There's people outside walking around the aircraft there. Yeah, we've got it. The aircraft is upside down and burning.
John Nelson took this video during the evacuation. Greg Fife ran major NTSB investigations for 20 years.
This accident could have been very traumatic, and there could have been multiple fatalities besides just some serious injuries. The biggest thing here is the integrity of the aircraft. That is, the fuselage tube did its job. It's structurally built to absorb a lot of those impacts.
Greg says that Canada is the lead investigator on this crash, but since the flight left to the United States, the NTSB will likely be assisting them.
All right, thank you, Morgan. The scene in Toronto is still very active, as you might imagine, as investigators begin the process of piecing together what happened. Let's go to Karen Lieberman, who is live on the ground there. Karen?
Julie, it is just an incredible sight, an unbelievable sight, really, to be able to see an airplane lying on a tarmac, a snow-covered tarmac, upside down. We know that it was shortly after 2 p.m. our time here in Toronto when the flight that had originated in Minneapolis arrived here. We don't know why it crash landed and ended up upside down, flipped over. Remarkably, all 80 passengers, 80 people on board, I should say, 76 were passengers and a crew of 4 managed to get out. Unfortunately, 18 were injured, and of them, a number critically. We know that 1 pediatric patient, so a child, was rushed to Sick Kids Hospital in downtown Toronto. A woman in her 40s was rushed to a separate trauma center, as well a man in his 60s rushed to another hospital. So everybody was rerouted, all the different passengers. There were passengers with minor injuries who were also rushed to hospitals a little closer to here at the airport. But again, considering the sight of that airplane and what had happened and that crash, pretty amazing that there were no fatalities. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Karen, thanks. Do you know at this hour, are flights taking off and landing at that airport now, or is it still closed off?
Flights are taking off and landing here at the airport. They had been grounded for a time, and then as of 5 p.m. our time, everything had resumed. So business as usual, minus that airplane, that Delta Airlines flight that still remains on the snow-covered tarmac upside down.
All right, we really appreciate your time. Thank you so much, Karen.